Incineroar is a slow character in terms of movement, but the frame data, like, there's actually a lot to like there. Like, Revenge comes out pretty fast, and Ike's moves are pretty telegraphed. Like the neutral, right off the bat, that could be a very, very like X factor in this matchup. Because he holds on to it. Like, the only way to really, like, the only surefire way to get that Revenge buff off of Incineroar is to grab him.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, my friend. I didn't even really think too much about Revenge too much in this matchup. I mean, Ike, being the powerful, powerful lad that he is, man, Incineroar, if he revenges those hits, ugh.
Yeah.
Very good point, my friend.
Oh,
and the back air, not revenging that, my friend. Only 3% on Yez so far.
Yeah, and that 3% was from the hitbox of Revenge. So basically, like, the streets aren't going to agree, but I would call that a 0 to death. So, and I also really like what Yez is doing, using the side B as as more of a movement tool there. Just to, like, really open up space for himself, and to, like, not be where MRW wants, thinks he's going to be.
Yeah, it's very important, you know, when your moves are as telegraphed as Ike, to really, like, start swinging where you know your opponent is going to be, rather than just where you necessarily want them to be. That's pretty much not even just an Ike thing. That's just, like, a high-level Smash thing in general, man. The higher up the level you go, you got to start putting out hitboxes where you know your opponent is going to be. Whether that's just based on, you know, their player habits particularly, or if you condition their opponent to do certain options, or any sort of combination of both. That is just very, very crucial.
Oh, I love
Speaking
that
of crucial,
option.
man, let's talk about crucial buffs. Ike, my friend. Oh my
this man
god.
Oh man, Yez knows their armor. Okay, they're dead. So, but the other thing I really enjoy, the other thing I'm really liking from Yez here is that, Incineroar is a very, very punish heavy character, but Yez is not giving MRW anything to punish here. He's basically playing chicken. He's like, wait until they throw out a side B or a hitbox, like a long-lasting hitbox, and that's when you go in. That's when you get to hit buttons. You don't get to hit buttons first. If you hit buttons second, you win.
And that's so, like, that is so apparent and evident when you're fighting a character like Incineroar, man. Just that whole bait and punish playstyle when you don't have a projectile to keep him at bay. That's so crucial, man, because the life of an Incineroar is not an easy one, my friend.
He threw that away.
Just fastballs himself down to the blast zone, and we're suddenly at an even match.
Oh, this is so scary.
Oh no.
He used the revenge for that forward air, which is, like, not where you want to use it, but at least you get to use it. But look at these percents, and falling out of the up B. Okay, don't get up aired. If you that's like landing against an Ike at high percent is one of the scariest situations to be in the entire game.
He almost got reversed up off the side
fast.
of the level, my friend, but he's able to catch him with the up air. Yeah, and feeling himself a little bit. Beautiful stuff right there coming out from Yez, man. I mean, that fastfall SD could have been much more detrimental, my friend, especially with a character who has a very strong comeback factor like Incineroar, but he kept his composure, kept playing that bait and punish neutral, and kept utilizing that extreme nair disjoint in the fact that he is playing a very, very powerful sword character, man. It's so easy to get opponents in disadvantage with Ike, and when they don't have the best air drifts, you know, to be able to get out of disadvantage, out of that state, like Incineroar for one. Landing against Ike's up air is not a fun and easy thing to do, even when there aren't that many platforms for you to be able to make your way back down to the stage. That was very, very good composure by Yez, to say the least. He could have let that SD tilt him so much, and just he could have thrown that all away by thinking, oh, revenge is BS, man. It came back on me. It took that stock, but he didn't. He kept his composure. He knows his character has all the tools to be able to deal with a character like Incineroar. Kept playing that bait and punish neutral, making it so hard for Incineroar to get in, forcing him to commit like Incineroars hate to do. But he kept doing it to him. Yez was playing that matchup very, very well. And honestly, for the most part, so was MRW. But speaking of MRs, we got MRE, Mr. E, SSB. Thank you so much for the follow, Mr. E. Really appreciate that. Also in this bracket tonight, Mr. E is. So if you want to see some great high-level Lucina later, which you're definitely going to see later, unless he gets, like, upset twice. You just prepare yourself.
Double revenge.
Yeah, just don't get hit now. Oh, that he got hit. He didn't listen to me.
I see. I would have just not gotten hit there.
Is that what you would have done?
Seems simple to me. But it's
thank you,
like,
Craw Edits, for the follow.
The other thing that you really saw from game 1 is you saw why people hate playing grapplers. No matter the year, no matter the game, no matter the situation, you hate playing grapplers because like you make 2 mistakes and all of a sudden you like this is no longer a comfortable game.
I really love this edge guarding.
Okay, MRW is dead, but like MRW he did not hit Yez a whole lot in that game, but he still has Yez at kill percent.
That he does, my friend. That he does. Strongest back throw in the game. Barely not gonna do it right there. Kissing both corners of the blast zone that time. Beautiful DI from Yez.
The up throw. Okay,
Didn't want to fail it, I guess.
Yeah, but okay. For vertical kill moves, you gotta know your percents.
I mean,
like,
I think
that was fresh, and that's gonna kill.
I think you gotta know your percent for any kill throw, regardless of the horizontal.
Yeah,
I
guess at the ledge too.
Yeah, of course. I don't think it matters necessarily if it's vertical, but it's just definitely something you got to know regardless, man. I mean, I guess he just didn't want to fail it, but at the end of the day, it's like, you got to know.
Yeah, and also, like, MRW he's giving Yez all the time in the world to make sure he's DIing correctly by doing these pummels. Oh, nice back air.
Yeah, dude, he's taunting after that one.
But that was a nice back air.
That was not as easy as it looked, man. That was a very, very nice back air for the sole reason that catching Incineroar in the air on the way down out of his up B is not only extremely risky, it is very hard. The general counterplay to dealing with Incineroar's up B on the way down is that if you have any semblance of a ranged move or a ranged smash attack, like who would have that? Ike, maybe, with his disjoints. He can just hang back, wait for Incineroar on the way down, charge a forward smash, and literally kill Incineroar for using that move on the way back. A situation, mind you, where his only option sometimes is to utilize up B on the way down. So he didn't even do that. Because and the reason he didn't do that is because he wasn't on stage to deal with it. He was on the ledge. So Mr. MRW kind of thought he was just free to be able to make it back to the stage with that up B. But Yez, with that beautiful ledge jump back air, it was just so well timed, man. I mean, that was pretty much the only thing he could have possibly gone for right there to continue the edge guard against MRW, and he did it, and he killed him. He deserved to taunt after that play. It was immaculate.
Yeah. And meanwhile, he's putting in the work on MRW's final stock, and you're seeing why Ike is so scary on platforms, because Nair basically gives you like 1 extra up air for every platform. Okay. Talk to him, MRW.
He is talking
Grappler
to him.
on last stock, grappler characters get a buff on last stock. It is an axiom of fighting games.
Yeah, but that looks like that buff is not going to be enough, just like it was in the last game, man. Putting himself below the level and getting that down air spike, long range, long power, just dropping it. Like it's hot, says Yez, and he definitely was hot. That Incineroar was quite literally flames, but unfortunately for him, it just wasn't hot enough for Yez. That's going to be a 2-0 on the part of Yez over MRW.
Yeah.